Please describe in details.
Wow, okay. You weren't joking. It is a really hard question.
Wow, this is a difficult question, but it definitely has me thinking.
Hello everyone! 여러분의 오픽 공부에 언제나 힘이 되어드릴 제나 그리고
미켈라,
애나입니다. 이번 언제나 오픽 영상에서는 애나와 미켈라를 다시 만나서 여러분이 가장 어려워하시는 빈출 돌발 문제를 시켜보려 하는데요. 한국어로 답해도 어려울 수 있는 그런 문제를 준비했어요. 여러분, 본격적인 시작 전 subscribe, like, and comment. Are you ready? So, welcome back. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So today I'm gonna ask you a very random, unexpected question.
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
If you wanna listen to the question one more time, you can say replay.
Okay.
And if you have no idea about this question or this topic, you can just be honest and say something else or do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's a question. Can you tell me about one of the major industries or companies in your country? How has this industry or company achieved such a high level of success? Please describe in details.
Wow, this is a difficult question, but it definitely has me thinking. I would say one of the largest companies in the United States, which is where I'm from, would probably be Amazon. Now, Amazon started early compared to other countries and other industries in our country. They started early online, distributing out products. I believe they first started with books. They were a bookseller to people in the country, and they slowly acquired a variety of items, household items, just items every day that we would need, similar to maybe coupon. And then slowly build momentum as people who lived in more rural areas or city areas who were either busy or too far needed to receive those items. And they've built success through a variety of ways. One being the first company to really launch off from that standpoint. They also have really figured out the system of their workers getting products shipped and out of their distributor really quickly. And they also have worked on their customer service as well, though they have issues like every other country regarding their industry.
Yeah, that was really long. That was like really detailed. Yeah, I got some information about Amazon.
Wow, this is a difficult question, but it definitely has me thinking. I would say one of the largest companies in the United States, which is where I'm from, would probably be Amazon. They started early online, distributing out products. I believe they first started with books. And they've built success through a variety of ways. One being the first company to really launch off from that standpoint. They also have really figured out the system of their workers getting products shipped and out of their distributor really quickly.
Wow, okay. You weren't joking. It is a really hard question. I guess if I think about one of the biggest companies in America, it would have to be Google. Google is a huge, huge company. Pretty much affects almost everything we do nowadays. It's hard to say when it really took over the industry, but probably just slowly over time, it started with the search engine, and we got more and more dependent on internet. And then Google Chrome came out, and then they started going into phones, and they started going into computers and things like that. And I just think they've dominated the industry a lot, pretty much.
Yes, that was so good. Google.
Yes,
That was a hard question, right?
it was very difficult, yes.
So, what did you think about your answer? I mean, are you satisfied?
I mean, it didn't sound super academic, in my opinion, but it was all right.
I think it was great.
Oh, thank you.
I especially like the beginning part, like, ooh, you're joking.
Yeah.
You're joking.
Wow, okay. You weren't joking. It is a really hard question. I guess if I think about one of the biggest companies in America, it would have to be Google. And then Google Chrome came out, and then they started going into phones, and they started going into computers and things like that.
So, what did you think? Wasn't it a difficult question to answer?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's difficult because I had to think about like the largest company in my country. There are already so many in America, and then narrowing it down to one, I felt like I had to talk about the history of it and also where it is currently. And that company specifically has a lot of positive and negative and
Yeah.
big history.
So, if you were to skip this question, what would you say to the interviewer?
If I were to skip it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, you could say, like, oh, I have never thought about this. I don't know what to say. And could I just, like, move on to the next question?
I would probably say that I'm not much of an industry-focused person.
Industry-focused person.
Yeah, I don't really know much about that, which is true. I don't focus most on that. I just know big company names, but I don't know a lot about them in detail.
So, big company names는 모르지만 still you tried and
Yes.
that was great.
I probably would say I don't know enough about this topic, and it's probably best if I don't speak on it just so I don't offend someone or just so I don't misinform. So could we possibly move on to the next question?
Okay, so could we possibly move on to the next question?
That is the sign of a nervous talker, of someone who wants to make sure that everything is okay. So maybe someone confident would be saying, no, let's not talk about that and let's move on.
So let's not talk about that and let's move on
Yeah,
to
so-
the next question. My another question is, what's your favorite Korean company? Or like, which one do you know?
I guess, I know a lot of Korean companies. My favorite right now, I guess, would have to be Samsung.
Samsung.
Samsung, yeah.
So do you have a Samsung product?
I have the Note phone, the Galaxy Note phone.
okay.
Yeah. So I really enjoy using it. So probably they're my favorite company at the moment, even though they're very expensive.
They are expensive, but they are easy to use. And
Yeah, definitely. I like their quality, especially their camera quality is
Camera.
very good.
I know so many. Oh my gosh. I really like Coupang.
Coupang?
I
Favorite?
use it every day. I love it. I just moved my apartment and I completely furnished my house with Coupang. And I would go on 오늘의 집.
오늘의 집.
오늘의 집. I would go on that app, look up all the stuff, and then go over to Coupang and buy it because it was easier.
I see. So, what's one thing that you bought recently from Coupang?
I bought groceries.
like milk?
I bought spinach, I bought ham, cheese, because I know that cheese is hard to find in a lot of like, what are they called? Grocery stores here. It's hard to find cheese here, so I get them on coupon. Oh, and I get bagels on coupon as well.
Bagels too.
Yeah, oh, they're so yummy.
Anna, what did you think? How was shooting?
I loved it. It was a little bit more difficult than last time, but still fun.
It was unexpected.
Yes, but definitely very unexpected question.
So was the question difficult?
For me, it was difficult. Yes, it was very difficult. I don't think about those things every day.
Right. That's why it's 돌발 질문, unexpected.
Every time I shoot with you, it gets easier and easier. You're such an awesome person to shoot with.
Oh. Well, what did you think about the question? It was like super random, right?
It was random and it was difficult, but I actually think it'd be really useful because there's a lot more detail and a lot more high language in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that maybe would happen in business, language, or communication in the US or in Korea if there was a cross-cultural communication.
Right. Or probably maybe in like actual job interview.
Absolutely, 100%.
여러분, 네이티브라서 막연히 잘한다, 멋지다라기보단 사실 외운 게 아니고 또 외운 티가 안 나서 더욱 자연스럽게 들리는 거거든요. 여러분도 막연히 달달 외우기보단 마음에 드는 문장, 또 잘 와닿는 문장, 발음이 좀 잘 되는 문장들을 몇 가지 골라서 자연스럽게 큰 소리로 여러 번 말해보시는 걸 추천합니다. 조금 전 화면에 자막으로 본 미국인들의 답변에서 몇 가지 문장을 노트해 보시고요. 다시 들어보시면서 쉐도잉으로 따라 말하기 연습을 하면 더욱 효율적인 연습이 되겠죠? 언제나 오픽 다음 영상도 기대해 주시고요. 도움이 되셨다면 구독과 좋아요로 많은 응원 부탁드려요. 언제나 제나 그리고
미켈라와
애나와
오픽하세요.
bye bye.
심란해 보여? It's like confused. Serious. Okay. It's a hard question. 되나요? 다른 포즈? 끝!